You want to try some? You want to try this?
I'm good.
That's ribs. Remember I kept telling you about hog? That's hog.
Look at his face. I don't think Michael likes hog. Also, is it just me, or does calling it hog make it sound worse? Can we just call it pork? I know, for some of you, that's still cringe.
You a pig? Did you just spit on there?
It's no spits.
Michael, did you?
Babe,
What did you
it's not-
do?
He just spit on the wall.
Whew, Michael has had his fair share of being humiliated by Angela on national TV. And just when you think it can't get any worse. Surprise, surprise.
You spitted. Stop lying. Let me show you right there.
Oh, absolutely no. If there is one thing you don't do, is spit in somebody's face. That is an ultimate sign of disrespect. And I know there are a number of you who are tired of seeing this behavior, but bear with us as we unpack the latest in the demise of Angela and Michael's relationship.
That's what you
You
did.
don't know it's
That's what you just did.
Let's talk about it. Hey 90 Day Fans fam, it's Melicia. I'm back. I was on vacation last week, and I know I usually give you a heads up, but my schedule, it was up in the air. Nevertheless, I missed you. To those of you who were out there riding for me, I appreciate you. I couldn't wait to read your thoughts on Michael meeting Angela's grandkids and Skyla, also his reaction to his new sleeping quarters.
Angie. Oh my goodness. Wait. Do you sell clothes here or what?
I knew Angela was bold, but when you can show off your messy bedroom on TV, that's next level. They say a messy room is the sign of a chaotic mind. Maybe cleaning up a room might help. I don't know about you, but whenever my house is a mess, I feel it, and I get to clean it. Before we chat about what went down on this week's episode between Angela and Michael, a few quick updates.
Miss Latina International going to, from Panama, Jasmine and Gino.
Jasmine didn't win the main title in her pageant, but she was awarded another title. I'm glad she got something, and I'm also glad the pageant is over. Personally, I was getting tired of the storyline. I thought it was going to be a refreshing and positive experience for her and Gino as a couple, especially considering how excited he was in the beginning.
I kind of have an idea. I could be your manager. I almost joined the Mr. Michigan pageant in my younger years.
What?
Well, Gino's lack of managerial skills in the emotional intelligence department, aka his way of delivering his critiques.
I think your pageant walk, could use improvement, and, it's not good.
Just caused a number of their underlying issues to rise to the surface once again.
The way it seems to me is that you're always trying to put me down because I am never good enough for you. And then the audacity you have to be first row when I won my crown, you pretending that you were the lovely husband who's proud of his wife.
And if he wasn't cheering, she would have been mad at that. Also,
Baby, I want to me.
they had Coben say it. Emily's parents react to her and Kobe getting pregnant with their third child under their roof.
We've been looking at houses.
Yeah, and it's because, Emily's pregnant.
Kobe was so nervous to tell Emily's dad because he agreed to let Emily, Kobe, and Coben live with him and his wife under the condition that they don't have another child until moving in their own home. And since then, they've broken that promise twice.
So we're 3 months, almost 13 weeks on Thursday.
Gosh.
Had no clue whatsoever. We always expected them to buy a house and move on. And now that Emily's pregnant, there's a little bit more urgency to it, I would say.
Yeah.
I think we need to stop enabling now.
We have given them plenty of time and plenty of, everything. We've given them everything.
Oh, clearly this really upsets Emily's mom, Mrs. Lisa.
They pushed us to this point. They're choosing to stay here.
She's like, they are trying us. And now the question is,
Are you gonna kick us out?
I hate that they haven't kept their word to Emily's parents, but I love looking at their adorable babies, oh my goodness, who are also so sweet and kind. All right, next up, Rob breaks up with Sophie because she never wants to come home to work on their marriage.
I personally can't do this back and forth anymore, and I don't have it in me to continue. You've already moved out again and have a life without me. Everyone who supports you hates me, which tells me so do you.
Snap, snaps, that was good.
For my own mental health, I'm ending this relationship so I can let it go.
Sophie, continuously running away is not the answer. Also, Rob is 34 and Sophie is 24. She's in her I just want to have fun era. It's looking like she wasn't really ready for marriage, understandably. And the way her friend Kay, who she's living with, reacts.
I heard your stupid speech.
Okay.
You know.
Mind
Go. Bye.
I will leave.
Thank God.
Mind your business.
Would make one believe she's also exploring her bisexuality.
Honestly, I'm like every night praying to the Lord that they break up. Please don't tell her I said that. Like, I just cannot stand this man. If I could have the perfect world, Rob would be out the and it'd be me and Sophie forever. I'd marry her. I'd do whatever I need. Like, that's my bitch. That is my bitch. She's the other half of my soul. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love a ride or die friend, but she is going a little too hard for me. For a friend to say that they are praying for your marriage to not work.
I love this.
Because I don't care about you whatsoever.
This is the most beautiful side I've seen.
When you wanted to is concerning, to say the least. And clearly Sophie wants it to work. She goes running after Rob next week.
I'm sorry.
I nominate Rob and Sophie for the last resort.
I wanted bigger boobs.
Our last quick update, Loren wants more plastic surgery, and her mom's face says it all.
If God wanted them there in the first place, he would have put them there.
And of course, Alex is totally against it. As she was recovering from her mommy makeover for the last 3 months, most of the responsibility has been on him. And they have 3 under 3.
These surgeries sometimes is like a slippery slope, and when you start, you want more and more and more, but you can't just go under the knife. You know, surgery is not the way.
Thank goodness she has a husband who thinks like this. Loren has admitted to having body dysmorphia, which is a legit mental health condition. You literally don't see yourself the way others do. So imagine if she had a husband who made her feel insecure about her body, or who encouraged her to get work done. There are people who are in relationships like that. Prime example, Sarper, who wants to design Shekinah's nose.
Sarper has actually designed a new nose for me.
Everybody has something that they don't like about themselves. It's just normal. So I need to try to convince her not to do it. You know, she looks great already, and that's it. I mean, we're not doing this again.
That's so real. Everybody has something they don't like about themselves. We can all find something quote unquote wrong with our bodies if we want to. It's actually wild how the world we live in today makes us feel like our bodies have to look flawless, when that's just not reality. It took me a while personally to accept that beauty does not equal perfection. What's attractive is when you accept and own who you are, despite the stretch marks, despite the size of your boobs, your butt, your nose, your height. Confidence really is a game changer. You will have people liking qualities about you that they didn't even think they would like. So Loren, if you want to go under the knife again, that's on you. But just know there are some women out here owning that they are part of the itty bitty titty committee. And they make it sexy. Get into it, girl. Speaking of that, someone who seems to be pretty comfortable in her skin nowadays is Angela. This week, she takes Michael out on the town in her convertible, giving us sporty Meemaw. Well, she is with her man, so let's say sporty sexy. After her necklace that she loves. Better yet, sexy blue.
Get sexy, get sexy, get sexy, get sexy.
I will never get over Angela trying to climb up that pole. Fast forward, after they get back to the house, Michael spends some time putting up Christmas lights with the grandkids, who start to roast him.
Michael, you got some crusty, dirty feet. You need some lotion. Oh, you're right, Book. I'm gonna get him some foot care and some lotion.
Why would they say that? His feet don't even look that bad.
Them dogs are screaming.
I know those kids have thick skin. If they are willing to roast a grown man like that, I can only imagine how they roast each other.
Is this how the kids behave here in America? Ah, God. Back in Nigeria, the kids are disciplined, but yeah, they talk shabbily, do whatever they want to do. Ah, I hope I can cope with it.
Later on that evening, Michael and Angela go to dinner at Angela's favorite restaurant.
I love this. Is my favorite place to eat. It's best steak, best barbecue. It's right there. Hey, Ray, how are you?
Good, good to see you, girl.
Good to see you. I would say it's been a long time, but you know, I eat here a lot.
Yeah, you finally got him here, I see.
Finally, Ray.
Well, fantastic.
Finally.
Hi, Michael. I'm Ray.
Hi, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah.
Something about the interaction felt odd. They meet up with Angela's daughter, Skyla, and they have another awkward interaction.
Say hello to your stepdaddy.
Hey, Michael.
Back off, Skyla.
I don't want your man, Mother.
To think your daughter is choosing on your man? Wow. As we know, Skyla doesn't really care for Michael. She basically thinks he's using her mom for a green card.
I definitely want to see Mama and Michael because from what Mama has told me from her trip to the Ivory Coast, I doubt that Michael's in this relationship for the right reasons. So I just worry that he is going to do what he wants to do and just leave Mama heartbroken. And I don't want the kids to get attached to a person who doesn't mean well.
That's real. I believe Michael's only been in the US for a day or two at this point, so he's still getting acclimated to things, including the food. Angela is so excited to order him the shrimp and grits.
You're gonna love it. Listen, this is real food. It's not like back at home.
What does she mean by that? That is offensive.
This is real food. It's not like back at home, the freaking hoofs, the big old snails. It's ribs, steak, greens.
My food back home is also real, okay?
Right.
If I don't eat it, I wouldn't be like this, the way I am.
She's laughing, but that statement says a lot about what she truly thinks. Fast forward, Michael tries the shrimp and grits, and he is not a fan.
What is this? God, I like seafood, I like shrimp, but this is quite different. I really miss my country food. I mean, this is not it.
Angela goes on to offer him a piece of her rib. And let's just say the pork didn't cause the hypertension. Or did it?
Try this?
I'm good.
That's ribs. Remember I kept telling you about hog? That's hog.
Oh.
You see the different flavor?
Okay.
You know, pig? Did you just spit on there?
It's not spit.
Michael, did you?
Babe,
What did you do?
He just spit on the wall. You went, why did you do that? You're sitting here denying.
I'm not denying.
You spitted. Stop lying.
She is scolding him like a child at the dinner table.
Let me show you right there. That's what you did.
No,
That's what you just did to his wall. Don't tell me that one spit. That was rude.
And if that's what he did, where are the chunks of hog coming out of Michael's mouth, Angela? Skyla didn't even see it.
Babe,
What did you do?
He just,
I've played that moment back a number of times now. And each time, my heart drops for Michael. It just feels like in that moment, she equated him to dirt. It was coming off as if she was treating him like a pet. But once I think about it, people don't even treat their pets like that. You can tell he didn't spit or whatever he did to be disrespectful. I'm sure she's seen him do that before when he's eating. I've seen people do it, especially when they're eating sunflower seeds. Is it inappropriate to do in a restaurant? In my opinion, yes. But do I think he was intentionally being disrespectful? No. Therefore, Angela should have considered taking a few deep breaths before emotionally reacting. Also, fun fact, based on my research, in Georgia, spitting on someone's face is considered a simple assault and is illegal.
Don't tell me I want spit. That was rude. Excuse me, Skylar. That was rude.
She's gonna spit on somebody and have the nerve to say excuse me as she leaves the table?
That's disrespectful to my friend's place, honestly. Honestly, embarrassed.
Oh, Jesus.
Angela goes to smoke a cigarette and claims that it wasn't just the spit that ticked her off, but it was that Michael wasn't honest about it.
Here you go again. You're lying dead in my face.
Babe?
I'm all right now. You just really upset me.
No,
Sorry.
I apologize for that.
It's okay.
please.
I'm sorry. It's okay. That was just rude.
It's all right. Angie got mad at me that I spit at the table. It is not spit. There's a little, what's it called? Particle in my mouth in my lips. So I just like spit it out, not actually spit. I would never spit on the floor or spit on the wall. I don't even do that back home. Talk less of doing it here in the States. And she got upset.
She took it way too personal. I get it's her favorite restaurant. Her friend owns it. But she allowed her emotions to get the best of her and ended up spitting in the restaurant too. What point was she trying to make by turning around and doing the same thing? Whew, Michael, is the green card worth it? That's what I want to know. The episode ends with Skylar sharing her concerns to Michael and Angela about their relationship.
At the end of the day, when you drag her through hell, you're dragging the whole family through hell.
I know.
And
I know.
I'm not.
She told me that.
You know, I'm not as nice as her.
Wait, what? That's kind of scary. I thought Skylar was the calm version of Angela.
Now that Michael's here with me in the U.S., I want to make sure that I do everything possible to make our marriage work. I took things seriously when I took my vows, and I got to believe that Michael feels the same, and that is why I'm giving him a chance. And I don't know if Skylar's ever really fully gonna accept Michael as my husband. I'm hoping she does, but that's something her and Michael have to work on. One thing about me, Skylar, I'm always watching.
All right, next week, Michael, Angela, and the family have Christmas dinner.
This time, I'm not spitting anything out. I'll just eat what I can eat.
Is it good? I mean, it's obvious you don't trust him. Just hire you somebody, get a private investigator or something and have them, look into it.
Right now, I just want to be happy.
I'm tired of hearing your bull crap about living a delusional, happy life.
We'll continue to watch as it unfolds. All right, 90 Day Fans fam, thanks for hanging with me. Make sure you stick with ET because we are covering it all. I will see you next time.